Hey everyone, how are you all? I'm Huzefa. Today's video is not a perfect gardening tutorial. It's a real life story of a plant which I almost killed. This guy is Adenium. Yes, this is the one which is on the edge of its death and aliveness. This guy completely rotted not because of lack of care but because of extra love. Stay tuned till the end what happened and what we are gonna take steps to save this one. Okay, so this guy is fully rotted. You can see literally its stem has become hollow. Why this happened? 2 months ago, when I didn't pay attention to its watering, I by mistakenly frequently added extra amount of water which this guy hated, and this is the result I got. So I just uprooted the guy from its spot and let it hang in the air for about 1 month. And after 1 month, I checked its roots. I removed all the damaged ones. Once I removed all the rotten parts, I applied turmeric so that it does not get any fungal disease, and again I let it hang in the air for around 15 days. Now let us repot this guy and see what we'll get in the next few months. If your plant is as similar condition as mine, you should take action as early as possible in its initial stages. Otherwise, once the rot gets in the above of the stem, your plant will not survive. I'm making sure that all the part which I have removed and which contain a little bit amount of moisture, it is now completely dry. Otherwise, it will again get the same condition and whole the movie is gonna repeat. I'm reporting this in a pot which is similar to its root ball size. Not too much big, not too much small. Also, it should contain a drainage hole, which is really important, and that's what my mistake was. The pot which I have transplanted, that this was having not even a single drainage hole, and that's the reason the water logged inside the soil and got overwatered. What I'm using for my soil mix, the foundation of a healthy plant lies in its soil. This species comes from a desert. It needs a soil which repels water. Yeah, you heard it right. As this guy stores water in its cortex. This area is called cortex. Yes, the adenium plants or any succulent or cactus plant stores water inside them. So giving them extra water will make them die. I'm using 1 part of sand. It is a sand. Each of its granules are at least 2 mm of thickness. And next, I'm using perlite and a little bit amount of vermicompost, cow dung compost, and the normal garden soil. First, I'm gonna take 1 part of sand, then 1 part of perlite, and then I'm gonna add half part of cow dung vermicompost. See, while making a cacti soil mix, you should make sure that there are very little amount of organic matter in it, because the roots of these plants are a bit allergic to the organic matter. So we are gonna add not much, but just a half part of the compost, and then 1 part of our garden soil. Now mix them together. Great. Now the most crucial thing is your drainage cover. I'm using coco coir. The drainage cover helps that not your soil gets drained away when you water the plant. First, we are gonna place the coco coir on the drainage hole. Then I am gonna put not much but a little bit amount of a mixture, and then just gently press so that the drainage cover settles and does not move from its position. And next, I will be putting only the part which is not rotten under the soil, which is this, and I'll be let this whole part in the air, because I do not want any more rotten to happen to this guy. Now firmly first place your root ball and then add our soil mixture. Great. Now last step is to give water this guy. Again, if your cortex is not totally dried and you are repotting the plant, you should wait next 5 to 7 days before giving it its first water. As you have saw, my cortex was completely dried and it has callous over, so I'll be giving it the water. Whenever you water your cactus, succulent, or any desert plant, you should water them thoroughly until the water comes out from its drainage hole. It helps us to make sure that the water has reached each and every part of the root inside the soil. The thing which everybody says that this guy needs this much little water, that guy needs that much water, it doesn't mean that you should add 50 ml, 100 ml or 1 liter. It is basically based on frequency, on how frequent you water your plant. For example, I provide water to my monstera plant or any pothos every 2 to 3 days as their soil is dried from the above. But for the plant specifically like will require less water, the frequency is at least 10 to 15 days. For the next few days until its new leaves starts to emerge, I will let this guy in the area where it gets indirect sunlight. Plants don't die because we don't take care of them, but because we don't truly understand them. So if this one survives, I will put this whole compact right here. So hit the subscribe button and grow this little plant journey with me. Like the video if you have learned something new, and let me know in the comments section that you have ever accidentally sentenced a plant to death. I'll see you in the next one.
We undertake complete garden and plantation projects across Pune, including vertical gardens, terrace and balcony makeovers, courtyard transformation, lawn development, and plantation work for societies and roadsides pathway. For collaboration or project inquiries, connect with us on Instagram.